Another living giant in the music takes our stage as we head into the final stretch of Reggae Month. The legendary dub master, producer, and sound system man, King Jammy. Skip Marley talks Katy Perry, Grammy, and more.
Up in your high place, lion.
Who is Jada Kingdom?
We gotta.
She will be here to answer. While Kelissa gets us Spellbound.
Taking over me.
Coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winford Williams. We'll be right back.
It is my desire. Break down the walls to connect, inspire. Up in your high place, lion.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Most of you can relate to this song.
Turn it up, it's your favorite song.
And perhaps also this moment.
Up in your high place, lion.
We caught up with the young man in that video. Third generation Marley, Skip Marley.
Is this the way it is for other people? I wonder if they feel it like I do. I know there is more love than there is evil.
All right, Skip, thank you for having us, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, great. What do you call this? Homecoming or visiting yard? How do you see it?
Call this home, man. I call it coming back to home, yeah?
Yeah.
We are the lions.
Nice. All right, so we want to congratulate you on your appointment. Ambassadorial appointment by the YVA. How did you respond when you were approached to do this?
You know, I was open, you know, because anything we really can bring Jamaica to we can really look forward to bringing Jamaica towards a higher place, you know, because we can really make this thing really big, you know, so I'm really looking forward to being a part of. This is the 10th year, right?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to being a part of this year and maybe the next year, and, you know, looking forward to making it grow. I'm looking forward to watching it grow and being a part of the growth.
So, do you have a roster of things that they want you to do?
No,
It's really up to you, totally.
Yeah, man, it's up to me, you know, we can just really, all we can do is really post it and talk about it, you know, and really raise it up, elevate. That's the only thing me have to do. Really.
On your platform?
Right.
Got you. All right, so let's jump into this big single with Katy Perry. How did that come about? How did you get on that record?
Well, the man who produced it, his name is Max Martin.
Yes.
And I've worked in his camp for like a couple months before this record came about.
Okay.
And him and Katy been working for years, and I guess one day she did hear Lion, and she said, "Who is this?" And Max said, "This is Skip Marley," and then she said she want me on her new record, you know, her new single. Oh. So I did get the call from Max. I said, you know, Katy want you to come out and come do this thing for her. And I said, yeah, man, of course, you know. So just fly over there, and then the same time, boom, bam, do my verse, meet Katy, and, you know, it was cool. And then after we did that, then Grammys come, and then she want me to come to Grammys. And, you know, it was all nice. I'm very thankful for that.
You must have made a very positive impact on her, for her to invite you to music's biggest night, to be performing live in front of the world.
Yeah, man.
So how did you find her? What was she like as a person when you met her?
Katy, a cool person, you know. She's a real cool person, you know, and she wants the better for the world, you know. She's really heartfelt. You know,
Okay.
She does, yeah, actually.
Down and everyone, there's a lick of fire.
Talk about that single for me. That's your single all the way. Tell us about your credits in that single.
Well, wrote it, I performed on it, produced it alongside a man called Ilya, which is under the Max camp, which is in the same camp.
Yeah, okay.
So, we just want really make people know that the lion is inside and the spirit is his strength.
Okay.
So may I say, for uplift the people, may I say, we're gonna shine out of any dark. That means any problem or any issue we can overcome. You know? With a thing called really love and the spirit. So that's what I say, we are the lions, we are the chosen, because we are all Jah children. seeing it was going to shine out to the dark. So that's what really it does state, you know, we are shine out to anything really they put us through, you know, no matter what they do. Just shine
It's
out
a
to
call to harness one's power,
Right.
that power that resides in you that you may not be able to even realize that you have.
Right. It's
Though
a
you
week
don't
and-
have
right.
much material stuff.
Right, there's
here.
more, remember, yeah, exactly.
So that single is the one I know most. I think, would you say that that is your best, gave you the best exposure as a solo artist?
I would say that's probably the feedback I've seen, that's probably the greatest feedback, Lion. But you know, this song, I have a song called Refugee.
I saw her on the fences.
A song called Cool World, you know, and there's been great feedback on that, you know, throughout the world. So
Okay.
that's been, yeah.
And your audience is already global
That's it.
from day one. Well, that Katy Perry song alone would have made you global. But let's talk about the reggae space, the international dancehall reggae space. Your music plays very well in that, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, my music, even though it's very different, it stems from reggae, it
Yes.
stems from dancehall, so I can't really stray from my root, but just can bring it to new venues, new street, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of your tours, could you tell us about some of the places that you've been since you started this career as a musician?
Well, I've been many places, from Hollywood Bowl with my uncles, Ziggy and Steven. Central Park, Summer Stage, me played to with my uncles. So that was, yeah. Kaya Fest, Road, me played the One Love Fest.
Yes.
I've been with live stream thing over there for Grandpa. You know, so I mean, there's so many places I've performed. There's a lot of places.
I have one last one about some say that you're the striking image and likeness of your grandfather.
Seeing.
Do you get that? Do people say
Yeah,
that?
people
Those
say
who
that.
knew him like in the flesh, know him for real,
Yeah.
say you're the striking image of him.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about family.
Yes.
It's just a continuation, you know. So it's so nice to always hear all the stories about Grandpa, you know, and
Yes.
just fear me come like him, or if me act like him, or me sound like him, or what, you know.
You heard
Yeah,
that?
We've heard things like that, but you know, it's just all a blessing, and I mean, that's love. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean,
All right, Skip. But so what, is there something that you want to tell us that we don't know about your career going forward? And what we
well,
can
I'll
expect
tell you
to come?
right now, man, tell you. Right now, my first debut album project is about to, you know, merge. Hopefully this year, by summertime, my first project will be out for people to listen to.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that album.
man.
I'm sure your fans around the world are eager to hear it. A full album with you, Skip.
Yeah.
And we look forward to that, whatever you do at the YPA.
I'll be there and I'll be presenting an award, so we can look forward to that. So that may I do. And maybe might be a little sneak performance in there, maybe a little bit.
Oh, we might sell a piece of you live. You don't know yet,
Maybe.
but that may just be a part of what happened.
Some may buy it, I'm not paying the price.
Right, thank
Much
you.
respect, my
Yeah, man,
Reggie.
cool,
Thank you
man.
so much
Yeah,
for
man.
having us.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Yeah,
But there you have him, Skip Marley, on our stage at Tough Dog Recording Studio. Take a look.
Bring that to my town. We gon' love your people. Let's burn one down.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
New Roots lady Kelissa joins us in this segment with a career update, including a spellbounding new video. Right now, right here on our stage. Kelissa, good to have you back.
Give thanks.
How
Thanks
are
for having
you?
me. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just eager to hear about some of the good news you bring for us.
True.
And what happened since the last time we spoke right here on our stage.
Last year, I accompanied Chronix, Janine, and Jesse Royal on their tour. It was about 2 months long with over 40 shows. That was in the beginning part of the year. We also started a series called Spellbound Sessions,
Yes.
which, based off of the project called Spellbound, it was a series that we do in different cities that we trod to. So the ones that we focused on last year was New York, and then also Kenya. So we released the video shortly after I came back from Kenya in January as kind of the 1 year celebration for Spellbound, yeah.
So explain Spellbound for us, the project. What's in it? Dig into it for us. Open it up to us.
Spellbound now is a co-production between my own label, Ambessa Music, and another young production company out of Jamaica called Natural High Music. They're making some awesome music, and it was, you know, really a joy to be able to collaborate with them, because I grew up with them.
Okay.
So big up to Natural High. Spellbound really captures the sound of the project. You know, there are different elements of it that really hints at this very ethereal, very magical feel. A lot of the themes are based on love. You know, I think in the past you kind of know me as somebody who, you know, move on my fire.
Yes.
But it was really now about me and about women in general kind of accepting their femininity and, you know, being comfortable and being confident about, you know, being loving and about being soft and powerful at the same time.
There's a painting surrounding this project.
Definitely.
Talk about it.
It was done by a very good sister of mine. Her name is Nakazi. She's a half Jamaican, half Bajan artist. Phenomenal sculptor, phenomenal painting. And at the time when I was recording Spellbound, you know, I was linking with her quite regularly, and we decided to make a piece out of it. So as I'm creating, you know, and letting her know about the themes within the project, she was also painting during the process. So, you know, the painting really speaks to the wisdom of a woman, you know, and that is represented by the owl, for instance. And the owl is also a symbol of the gateway to eternity, the gateway to spirituality, you know. And I also believe that that is one of the powers that a woman has, is that she's able to access, you know, if through childbirth, through menstruation, through all of those kind of things, we are able to access a very unlimited energy, you know, and it's been undermined for, you know, we don't even know how long, you know, but this is the age that we're starting to accept women and their power for who they are and what they do, you know. So this was really an opportunity now for me to also curate a sound, because I believe that when you put out a project, you don't want it to just be some tracks where, you know, you put on a CD and you call it an album. Like for me, it was really, how can we curate some themes, you know, of knowledge and wisdom, and as I say, you know, femininity and the power that comes with that. And, you know, I think it came at a great time.
From an Afrocentric perspective, right?
Definitely, and, you know, especially from, you know, when we're dealing with the elements of sound. You know, I love drums. I grew up in Africa. You know, part of my high school life was spent in Africa, in East Africa, in Tanzania. And, you know, being exposed to the different soundscapes on the continent, you know, it very much became a part of my identity. For me, Kenya was a very beautiful opportunity because I was there for 1 whole month. You know, I did about 4 or 5 shows while I was there. But it also gave me an opportunity to collaborate with artists on the ground, collaborate with producers on the ground, do, you know, an extensive media run. Living in Tanzania, I learned some Swahili. So it was a great opportunity now for me to go back to Kenya and reason with people in Swahili and try and, you know, remember some of those, some of the language, you know, and expand my mind beyond just music.
All right, so let's take a look now at the big video. Here it is. Wow, Spellbound we are with that one from Kelissa. And we're going to rate that world ready, world fit. Wow, that's a global sound. Images and wow. Shot where? Where
all in Jamaica. It was shot by, directed and edited by a young company now called Slick Studios. We collaborated with them, you know, we all got together and came in with our ideas and the concepts. Really just to kind of implement the idea of Spellbound, you know. So we shot it first. The first one shot was up at Sincona Gardens, all the way up in Blue Mountains. We're really happy that we got a chance to work with the team and even to bring in the elements, you know, of Africa, as we say. And it's funny that it's released now in a time where Africa kind of gets a little bit more popular, you know, because of this whole Black Panther movie. You know, and I think that it is a great opportunity for more dialogue to happen around Africa. I mean, Rasta been saying it. Big up to the Black Panther Massive for kind of injecting that back in our psyche for us to remember that we in the West, we're not forgotten. Africa love we, you know? So it's great to be able to create things like that to where we can, you know, make those subtle connections.
Thank you so much for
Give
coming.
thanks
All
for
the very
having me.
best.
Yeah, man, love.
All right, and we'll continue to chat.
Yeah.
Wonderful career that you have there, my dear. All right, stay with us. Still to come right here on stage.
We got a love situation.
Who is Jada Kingdom? And the legendary dub master, producer, and sound system man, King Jammy.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
If there was a female breakout artist of 2017, that artist has got to be our guest in this segment.
Thought you were my best friend. Who you texting?
She was first introduced to us in 2016 when she played the lead role in Sean Kingston's video, One Away. Then in 2017, she released her first single and video titled Love Situations.
We got a love situation.
That has racked up some 1.6 million views on YouTube. But who is she and how did she get here? Right now, right here on our stage, Jada Kingdom, Demystified. Hey, Jada, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're so shy and laid back here, but in the video you are this girl who is ready for the world, right?
It's acting, you know.
So this is the real you we're looking at, right?
Sorta.
All right, so talk to us a little bit about this song and how it came and what has it done for you.
In the dance hall, you have like people singing about them derriere and them this and them that. So I was like, I wanted to do something different in a way, but somehow it just wasn't ready to like be released, you know. So in last year now, my manager now, Julian now my manager, we were talking about like what single we want to come up with first. I'm like, yo, Love Situation would be the best one for come out. Him say, yeah, I mean, see it. And so we planned the whole video. It was influenced by the series Dexter. It was a bit crazy and
The international TV series.
yeah, the international TV series.
Okay.
And since then, since we released it and stuff, the buzz that it created, I was surprised. I never think nobody would have really understand it, especially the video, because I got bashed about the video saying, oh, it's violent, which it is, but that wasn't really what I was like portraying. I was just highlighting violence overall because man kill woman every day, you know what I mean, especially in relationships. So I'm glad I got the chance to really explain that now.
So the song came out before?
No, the video and the song released the same time.
The same time?
Yeah.
But it was the video that garnered the attention.
Yeah,
more
because
than
it was on YouTube.
More than the song.
Yeah, in a way.
And it sounds like you were very involved in the
man.
creatives of this
yeah,
video.
it was my idea. Well, my manager helped too. We always sit down and analyze what we want to, you know, put in a video, and we talk about everything and we just bring it to life, man.
And you were part of the storyboard, making of the storyboard for it?
Yeah, definitely a part of the storyboard, definitely.
So did you have any such credentials before? Any experience in that?
Oh, no, never. That was the first time.
Their first,
Yeah,
your moonlighting, and it
Yeah.
became a hit.
yeah, that's the first time.
Okay, great. How did it move your career from where it was prior to its release to where it is now?
Well, it's still picking up, you know. I mean, yeah, people say it's huge out there, but it's kind of still picking up. I have shows coming up. I did a couple shows the other day. I met a lot of new people, new artists. I have some more music coming out with other artists and stuff.
So,
you know?
your boss, as we would say in Jamaica.
I don't think so.
You don't think you're boss yet?
No. The song boss, yeah.
But you're not boss yet?
Me not boss yet.
Why do you say
The
that?
song boss, but me not boss yet. I don't know. I just don't, maybe, I don't know. When I feel it. Yeah, I'm just...
There's so much more in you you're suggesting.
I'm just doing music, you know. I don't really focus on the boss side. Nothing, but I don't think my boss yet, like, no. But it'll come though.
That sounds good. I like that.
It'll come, definitely. It'll come. I work on it.
So you're still very, very humble
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
And you're just living the moment and doing what you can and still feel the same way you did before this video?
Yeah.
About music?
Because even now, it surprised me when, like, I can't even walk off a tree no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't go in a store no more and say, oh, I can buy a little dress or buy a little. It's like, and it's just still, you know, it's a
surreal to you.
sinking. Yeah, it's still surreal, but it's a sinking now, like, you know, like Jada, you know, you got to star and thing. Yeah, man, I don't think I'm ready though.
Oh, you weren't ready?
No, it's like,
But
I
wasn't
love
that-
it, but it's so scary because you don't know who you walk and, you know, it's just so scary. It's like,
So, but wasn't that your
it's
quest?
so, yeah,
To be a star?
definitely. Mm-hmm. But before that, in the background, I was just a writer.
So you were writing before?
Yeah, I was writing before.
We're soon getting there. And so let's now take there's a follow-up to the video,
Unwanted.
to Love Situations, and it's called Unwanted. So let's take a look at it right.
Beats you up, love beats you up. Heartbroken, now you're feeling stuck. Beats you up, love beats you up. Build you on so high, nobody can jump it. Beats you up, love beats you up. And I'm so grateful for your trust. Beats you up, I won't let them hurt you anymore, my love. Unwanted.
Okay, Unwanted, that's a follow-up to the much talked about love situations from my guest, Jada Kingdom, who some are saying is definitely the breakout of 2017. So do you have creative credits in this one as well?
Definitely.
A video?
Yeah.
The story continues?
Yeah.
More to come?
Yeah, it's a visual EP. So, Love Situations, Unwanted. Now we have Wallan and then Best You've Ever Had. So it's 4 singles, but it's a visual EP. So we have a video with every song.
And who were you before all this, Jada? Were you even Jada?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. As I said, I was always writing.
That's your
you know.
birth name, Jada?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kingdom is your real last name?
It's Jada Ashanti Murphy.
Murphy?
Yeah.
So Kingdom, how did that come?
Okay, so it's a long story, but let's just say, I don't want to disclose that right now.
Okay, but
Yeah.
so it's your
Sorta.
it's your stage name though?
Yeah.
Your legal stage name?
Yeah, my legal stage name.
Okay, so, and your community, where were you born and so on?
Okay, so.
School, you know, let's run away with
Well, I'm
telling
from
us about
East
things.
Bull Bay.
From Bull Bay?
Yeah, Bull Bay. I went to a primary school in the community, St. Benedict's, then went on to Vauxhall High, and did a term at Queens. And then, yeah, that's it. From then, I wanted to study law, but I just know I don't have a time for it, you know? Honestly.
Seriously, why?
Yeah, because I started my brand, you know, so I sell like swimwear and stuff like that. And I was writing for artists too. Like I was a ghostwriter at the time.
So you picked up the music bug?
Yeah.
Particularly in writing?
Yeah, in writing.
And that derailed your ambition to be a lawyer?
I think I'm not thinking I can still try out fight though, but I'm not ready now, honestly.
But why did you only do one term at Queens?
Because I wanted more subjects.
You wanted more subjects?
Yeah, so I just went to do like the 2 that I didn't get.
And you got the subjects?
Yeah, I got them.
And then you wanted to, and you were qualified for UWI,
Yeah.
for law school?
Yeah, in a way.
And you didn't, and you decided that you were going to take this route,
No.
this music route?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Confident about it.
And that was when? Give me a timeline here.
No, yeah,
In
that
terms
was
of
like-
how many years ago was this?
A year and a half.
Year and a
ago.
half. And that's when you started recording, put your voice. When did
No,
you start?
I started recording like last year.
Prior to that, you were focusing on writing?
Yeah, and I was doing promotion also, like bottle service and stuff like that.
So what success did you have as a writer?
Okay, well, I write for like two big artists. I don't want to disclose that now. But
Songs we're listening to now?
Yeah, they're out. Well, they were released last year. So.
And the publishing in those songs are yours?
Well, it's work for hire. So I sold them.
Oh, they paid you?
Yeah, so I don't have to talk about that.
Oh, I see. So do you believe you were well paid?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I was definitely well paid.
And you knew what you were doing when you took on
At the time, yeah,
work for hire deal?
I had a mentor at the time.
Okay. But now, would you still do that? Or would you
Definitely.
prefer
I have a
to
lot of
own your
songs.
publishing?
I have a lot of songs that are right when I just want to give to other artists.
So if
They're
artists-
just not for me, because I can write like anything, you know.
So
but
if some people call you now, you will be
Right,
willing
right
to
now.
share some songs with them?
right now,
You
I
can
have
do
a lot
some
of songs
deals.
in my catalog.
Okay.
I'm at a good place and I have good people around me, you know, and we're all on the same page too. We're planning to just take our time and just do music that we love. We're not put on a fast music or nothing.
So who are the
I'm
people
at-
apart from Julian
Okay,
around
I
you?
have Jack Spade, he's my producer. He produced Love Situations and Unwanted, also along with Paul Couture, he's from overseas. Kimani, and yeah, my best friend, she's very good to me. So yeah, the team is so small.
Who will you be? Who will you be, say, 10, 15 years from now in music?
Oh wow, I'm hoping to be on like the same level as Beyonce.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
That's where you're heading?
Yeah, that's where I'm heading, definitely. I love Beyonce. Yeah, I just think there's just more to dancehall music, you know what I mean? Because a typical female dancehall artist would just come out with like, you know, as I said, some skin out or some whatever, you know? But I think it's just more than that, you know?
Yes,
definitely
love
more than
situation.
that. Love situation.
Unwanted
definitely.
and those
I had
topics.
to highlight that.
But is that how do you define yourself as a dancehall artist?
Of course. What is it? Of course it's
dancehall.
dancehall. Love Situation is dancehall, but I could, you know, transition into other things, of course. I won't just stick to one genre, no. But Love Situations is dancehall, Unwanted is dancehall.
Family, own family.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah, and for the future, are you looking at having kids?
Yeah, I love babies. I want like 8 kids.
You want 8?
I want 8 kids with my husband.
You want to give
yeah, I want to
birth
get married.
to 8?
8 kids. I want to get married to a husband, my nice black African man.
Oh, that's who you're looking for?
Yep. Yes,
An African?
definitely. African.
Or a black man?
African.
He has to be an African?
Has to be Nigerian.
Come on, Nigeria?
I don't care. I'm joking. I don't know. I love my black men, yo. Africans preferably, but you know.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
It's fun.
We get a little bit of confidence. That gives me a little bit of confidence here because sometimes wonder if women are still interested in us black men, especially Jamaican
You guys
men.
are very important and very necessary. Trust me.
Yes. Good. I'm glad to know that at least one woman is saying that now. So we want to wish you well and hope that the next time we see you on our stage, you're closer to Beyonce, I suppose.
Yeah,
or
definitely. Probably me and her
You're
walking.
moved closer.
You never know.
You're
Me
not-
and her could all walk in.
Wow.
Yeah. Shut down the whole Kingston.
Well, you know, you sound like somebody who knows what you're doing. And I don't want to contest you on that. I just want to thank you, though,
Yeah.
for coming and sharing
Yeah,
with us.
definitely.
And we look forward to having you again soon.
Yeah.
All right. There you have her on our stage, Jada Kingdom. Still to come, the legendary dub master, producer, and sound system man, King Jammy. We'll be back.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
He is one of the producers mostly responsible for the direction Jamaica's popular music took during the late 1970s. But little did he and the fraternity know that the direction would explode into the local mainstream at the turn of the 1980s and soon become a full-blown genre named dancehall. And that in the mid-1980s, he would create this game-changing beat. Under Miss Ling Ting, widely credited as the first digital rhythm in reggae. Nowadays, the title that is mostly affixed to his name is Dub Master Producer. But King Jammy's credits in Jamaica's music would take pages. King Jammy, another icon on our stage this Reggae Month. King Jammy, sir. Blessed love.
Yes, Winston.
So good to have you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Let's look at your credits, because we're calling you Mixmaster Producer and Sound System Operator.
Firstly, I started with the sound system, you know, so that's what gave me the lead to go into producing.
Yes.
You know? And I used to hang around King Tubby's yard before he even had been in the studio. I grew up on the same street where he worked from.
Yes.
So I was there like every day in the yard.
And for young people listening, they should know that King Tubby is the original sound man.
Dub master.
King of dubs.
Yes.
And you worked for him, right?
Yes.
Okay. And who else did you work for?
I just worked for King Tubby's.
It was King Tubby's until you went on your own?
Yes. I was at King Tubby's until 1980, 81.
Okay.
You know?
And so, as a producer now, you were responsible for helping to change the sound of Jamaica in the late 70s when DJs and selectors went back to the sound system to experiment.
Yes.
With Mana Sing Live, Mana Chat Live, and a DJ and these things. So the music became a live situation in the dancehall, in the physical dancehall space in the late.
It was live before, you know, but it wasn't that vigorous, you know.
Yes.
Like Machuki and the man from the 60s and 70s.
And you, Roy, and so on, used to talk live on the sound, but there were those sweet talking words.
Right.
But man version of play and man live.
Jump on it and live and
man sing too.
Yes,
sing and DJ.
True.
And just about all the sound systems that existed at that time.
Definitely.
And you were one of those who were making the dubs.
Right.
Yes, and you would create the dub and they would play the dub in the dance and man go on it live, isn't it?
Definitely.
Okay, so explain dub for us, because some of us don't know what we mean by dub. What is dub?
Well,
dub is a genre in its own right.
Of course,
right? Yes.
Of course. Dub is when you like you have a rhythm for a vocalist, and he sings on the one side, and then you dub the other side, take out the voice, and work on it, delay, echo, reverb, everything, splash it, and make it like an instrumental, but an instrumental in a variable way.
Yes.
You know, you drop out the vocals and mix with the rhythm.
And the difference between dub and version, which is what we used to call it back then. Some other
dub is more deep. It's a more deeper mix, like a more drum and bass.
Yes.
You know, version is like could be anything on the other side without the vocals.
Okay, so it would include the instruments and the various mixes.
But the dub now is like drum and bass, and you occasionally drop in the rhythm section and echo it and all them things.
And it is widely believed that EDM came out of dub.
Out of dub, right.
Or what they call electronic music generally.
Yeah.
And you're credited as one of the founding fathers of EDM.
Definitely.
Do you accept that credit?
Yeah, of course. Even Major Lazer them said it, you know, I mean, without my music, dub music and things like that, or King Tubby's dub music, they wouldn't be where they are today, you know, because that's what they got their style from.
Wasn't it a big experiment by all of you, King Tubby's and all of you?
I tell you what happened. It was an experiment, but for me, mostly, when I get that opportunity, is mostly when I was working for Bunny Lee, you know. Bunny Lee used to say, Jammy, every vocal you mix a dub version with it too, because we're going to make a dub album, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So that's where the dub album came in now.
And Bunny Lee is another
Lee
legendary producer.
Bunny Lee was the man who drove me to doing all those various mixes.
But you were also a specialist in sound effects.
Of course.
That was one of your specialized areas.
Yeah, man. We used to create some feedback effects, and, you know, as Bunny Lee would say, you know, not spoil. It can't spoil that style.
All right, so let's jump into 1980 now. Fast forward to 1980.
Yeah.
When you became your own man, when you grew up now, By then, you're the owner of your own sound system called Jammy's.
I had that sound system before that.
Oh, you had it before?
Yeah, I had my sound system from 1962.
From 62, you have
Yeah,
King
from
Jam.
my little boy, man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So all along when you were working for Tubby's,
Yeah,
you
I
had
had
your
the sound system.
Because Tubby's himself was a sound system man
Right.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, so 80 now, 1980, you went into your own production in Waterhouse.
Right.
Your own
Same
studio.
place in Waterhouse, just opposite from King Tubby's studio.
Okay, so what happened to King Tubby's at that time?
Well, he was still there.
Yes.
You know, but I decided, I went to England, Bunny Lee took me to England, and then I decided to buy some equipment. You know, because I always want to have my own studio.
Okay.
So I just bought some equipment, came back to Jamaica,
And set up your own
string
thing.
up a little thing in the back room and go and do a thing. You know, it wasn't that popular or big at the time. I was still at King Tubby's and doing my thing at home at night when I came home.
Okay.
So we get a little bigger and decided, no, so and at Tubby's, you have to get an engineer, you know. So because I'm going to leave and thing, because I have my own thing.
By then now, the music that was underground, the dancehall vibe,
Yeah.
that experiment, as some of us will call it,
Yes.
by people like Brigadier Jerry Charlie Chaplin and a
Joseph
slew of
Williams,
others,
yeah.
experimenting live on the sound system. I remember as a kid, I couldn't wait to get the tapes from these dances with King Sturgav and those, and back then. And then the turn of the 80s, this experiment became a big thing, a reality, a recording, a genre. Because now we have stars who were born out of that era, recording stars.
Yes.
Some of them you were recording. Talk about some of your early recordings in dancehall.
Well, it was mostly Wayne Smith.
Yes.
People, the guys came from the community, Waterhouse, you know. Wayne Smith, Junior Reid, you have Tulati, John Wayne, Pompidou.
Yes.
You know.
Black Uhuru was later.
Black Uhuru, yes.
Yes.
But they were earlier than the 80s, you know. Their first album I did in 1977.
Okay, on the Tubby's.
On the Tubby's.
Right.
I did it at Tubby's. That wasn't computerized rhythm. That was live drums and live rhythm. You know?
So your early recordings were the guys in Waterhouse.
Yes.
And then now, in the mid-80s, Slang Ting.
Slang Ting came about.
Yes, that is the digital, the one they're crediting as another change in the music.
Yeah.
When you went, when they called computer rhythm.
When I heard that rhythm, Winford, when we came up with that rhythm, because when we started that rhythm, you know, it wasn't sounding anything like that, you know.
Yes.
It was like a fast rock underground rhythm, you know what I mean? So I slowed it down because the guys that were playing the thing, Noel Davey and Wayne Smith, you know, they just listening to the beat of the fast things. I said, you know what? We can't get it slow and more mellow, you know. So I could use the tempo and slow it down. I would slow it down to a tempo now and add in the rhythm section. And then it was Slang Ting, you know what I mean? So, what time I heard that rhythm though, you know, Winfred, I said, this rhythm is going to be a big rhythm, you know.
Yes. And Wayne Smith jumped on it.
Yes.
Massive hit.
Big hit.
Game changer.
Johnny Osbourne, big hit.
Yes.
Tenor Star, big hit.
That was the first rhythm where enough man went on.
Yes,
wasn't
because,
it?
yeah, because that rhythm now, everybody hear that rhythm. Because what really happened now, I used to use my sound system to advertise my rhythms, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Carry the new rhythms at dances and play it. And when in the dance, I kind of see the reaction of the people. So I say, yes, this one going to take off, you know. So I better record more artists on it. And
how many people you recorded on it?
A whole heap, man. Whole heap of people, a lot of people. That album, I made 3 different versions of Slang Ting albums. 3 different albums.
Wow.
4 in total.
And but all of this now, though, you get some flack from the Jamaican, a lot of flack for spoiling up the music, dance all no good, and with the media thing that them do, and this computer thing can't work. Wasn't that a big
That
thing?
was a big thing, yes, but at the same time, I didn't pay much mind because, what happened? When you operate in a business, Winfred, because I'm a producer, we don't just produce for fun. We produce to make money because we spend money to produce.
Yes.
So when you produce something, I see it going, and you have to go with it and thing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that is why we had so many versions of it and things like that, because it was selling, you know?
So you had to follow the commercial footprint, so to speak.
Of course.
Because commercial is important.
Yes, definitely.
Takes cash to care.
Of course.
A politician said that. Siaga, who said takes cash to care. Okay, so you started to record and follow the money with Slim Thing, because it was a commercial with it.
Follow the money and still making good music.
Yes.
Because for me, I think those music was good music, but what really happened was something new.
Yes.
So everybody didn't accept it right away, But after all...
But by then you had recorded some of the biggest names in music.
Yeah.
Dennis Brown, Barrington Levy, just about everybody who was anybody at the time, you had recorded.
Yeah.
On Roots Rock Rhythms.
Of course.
And so what did they think about the slang thing, dancehall, computer rhythm, as they called it?
Well, at first, they didn't endorse it, but I mean, when they see the quality of artists who came to go and do that rhythm, that was just cry and just some of them jump on it themselves, you know what I mean?
Because and the people wanted it. The people wanted more. The dancehall space went crazy for it.
That rhythm is the rhythm that drew Steele and Cleveland to me.
Yes. Yes.
Because they were doing some digital things now, but they wasn't exposed. They just had it in their house, playing around.
Not putting it out.
But I took the chance and I released it. So they saw somebody who was doing the same thing as them, but their thing wasn't getting the popular push. Mm-hmm. So they came to me and said, why? It's the same thing we are doing. So we could just group together and thing. So there comes Steele and Cleveland now with, continue where the slang thing left off.
How many albums under your catalog?
Well, Winfred, if it's not 1,000, it was close to 1,000.
Wow. And singles? Can you put a number on the singles?
No, I can't put a number. That's gone way overboard.
So, you were the one who recorded Bounty Killer first.
Yeah. Well, it's my brother recorded him first, but he's in the same camp.
Yes.
My brother had him in the same camp, Jammy's camp.
Yes.
Because my brother used to work for me. But it's like Bounty, I heard Bounty. I wasn't paying him any mind, but I heard him one day. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, the artists are bad enough. I said, Uncle T, that's my brother. I'm going to do some song with Bounty. Mm-hmm. And him say, yeah, man, because me can't manage him in a king, so just take him over.
Oh, so you bust him?
Yeah.
But your brother used to record him before?
Used to record him before.
So why your brother couldn't manage him?
Well, what happened now? My brother didn't have the expertise in production like me. Okay. I was the more senior one, you know what I mean? And I was really the producer. He just used to work with me, and she was there. I told him that he can jump in at the production thing to man and do something,
And that was the birth of the Warlord.
Yeah, man, the Warlord, man. Bounty Killer, man. Copper shot. I tell you
all of those records, those early records, were you?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
The beef of his catalog was my production.
Yes, because he told me that he would walk over from Seaview Gardens, which is just across the road, and come over to Waterhouse and would hang out at your studio just to be recorded.
All day.
And the Warlord was born right there in Waterhouse in your studio. So, all right, so we jump back now. Let's go now and talk about the sound system, your sound system work and some of the sounds you killed. Because your sound system took you around the world
all around
as a performer now.
Yes.
Performing for audience all over the world and in clashes and otherwise. So where are some of the places?
Well, we tour England, United States. We've been to Canada, Japan, all over Winford.
And you're still touring even now?
Yeah, but I'm touring on a more updated version.
Yes.
Because I'm not really touring with a selector playing CDs and things like that. I'm touring with my son Jam too, and we're doing live dub mix.
Okay.
What I do is like I carry my hard drive, my laptop, so we have multi-track. I'm a console. So we just
mixing
mix live.
So now when you perform in these places, they're looking at your studio work live, in front of an audience.
Yes. And all the songs that I had recorded from the 70s, the 80s, I have everyone in multi-track on my hard drives. And I go out and I choose a selection for the night. I might make slight changes depending on how the crowd is moving. Even when we went and Welcome to Jamrock tour, by the way, it's my fourth year with. It's my fifth year this year with Welcome to Jamrock Cruise. And we're going to have live artists, you know, like what we did back in the days, on there with me.
Yes.
And when we're in Europe, sometimes China is there with me.
Yes.
You know, and other artists.
Talk about some sound where you kill. How much sound you kill? Name some sound where you kill already. Well, who kill you?
We get killed too, you know. We get killed 1 or 2 times. But most of the time, I mean the killing because, I mean, Jammies, everybody expects the Jammies have every artist in the world and things. But you have some sound who know to play them thing and sometimes them kill me too. But I mean, Scorpio is my biggest rival. We always play together.
Jack.
You know? Jack.
Jack is always in war with you.
Jack win 1 and 2 times Winford, but you know, Jack am my beating stick most of the time.
And David Radigan, he's celebrating 40.
We don't clash. When David Radigan, it was friendly clash because we try to, when David play, we try to educate the people about the past music and
yes.
You know, the value for music. So we play some good music.
Oh yes, Jamaica just got a taste of that.
Right.
At the Dub Club.
Right.
Just the other day.
Right.
With Roddy.
Well, we were
at
there
40.
last year too, you know. It's the second year now.
Yes.
We're at the Dub.
Same spot.
Dub-wise, same spot.
But this is part of his 40th anniversary tour,
yes.
world tour.
We were celebrating that.
Have you gone anywhere else with him on this tour?
Yeah, well, not on this tour, but last year we played together in Germany.
Okay.
You know?
And that was, I no doubt, big.
Big.
I see you introduced some new artists the other day. Roddy at 40, that's what me call it.
Roddy at 40, right.
You introduced some artists and you're working too with Augustus Pablo's son.
Addis,
right.
Yes.
You're working with him, right?
Yes.
You're recording him
Yes.
and all. And you introduced him there.
Right.
Which I thought was fantastic.
And this other guy that you see there, Brandon the Messenger.
Yes.
You know, this guy's from California.
Okay, yes, I saw it.
He just came to my studio one day and listened and said, man, wicked. I will be back. And when he came back last year, he came back with loads of lyrics. I tell you, Winford, you're going to hear more about that youth. Him powerful. I have an artist out of Hermitage, Augustown, named Azza Lineage. You know, it's a group of them, but she's doing an album with me right now.
Okay.
She's a great young artist. Also have this other guy from Waterhouse now. His name is Vinyl. And my new project, which I just finished to be released within a month time, is the Dennis Brown and Friends. Protege with Dennis Brown, Alba Rose with Dennis Brown, Dre Island with Dennis Brown. And on this album, I have my grandson and my son as artists with Dennis Brown. Projects is my grandson and Baby G. I have also on this project, we have Business Signal, we have Agent Sasko, Jesse Royal, Joseph Wales. Bad project, man.
With Dennis? All of them playing with this?
With Dennis
You're mixing
Brown.
Dennis with them? Wow. That must be a masterpiece.
Masterpiece, man, masterpice.
Wow, I can't wait for that. I'm a big fan of the Crown Prince, you know?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's one of the projects that I really spend a lot of time on, Winfred, to make it what it is, you know?
So it's been a while you've been at it?
Over 2 years now I've been at it.
Oh, wow.
And it's complete now. So it's going to be great.
The Dennis Brown fans around the world are very excited, you know?
I tell you, I know.
They're cultish in their following of the Crown Prince.
Yeah.
myself included.
Definitely.
So I'm looking forward to it. Quick, take a little time and tell us about your family, King.
Well, I'm a family man, you know, as the world know, you know. I mean, Mama Iris, my wife, and my kids, John, Baby G, Jam 2, CJ, Sharon, Catherine, you know. Everybody have a touch of the business. Also my grandchildren, they're all involved in it. You know what I mean? They're involved in the music and things like that. They supported me a lot through the years, you know.
And you're still based in Waterhouse, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't leave my roots. Can't leave Waterhouse.
And that's where you're doing all these projects even now?
Everything, because I've also, I have to tell about this project too. I'm building a museum now in Waterhouse.
Oh, wow, perfect.
Right where my studio is. I'm building a museum.
Boy, you say 70?
70 win for that.
Boy, you look like you're going on 70 to rat. There's no way you're...
That's how I do.
You're not going anywhere anytime soon, boy. You're strong and healthy and alert and creative as ever, King Jammy. What a pleasure it is to have you, son, on our stage. Wow. There you have him, man. A living legend, a living giant on our stage this week for Reggae Month. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage. Thanks for watching our video. Please click subscribe and be on stage always.